Tomorrow, Trails End Concert Park, big event going on. Gates open at 4, music starts at 6. Veterans Benefit Tour, 4 bands are going to be in town. We have one of them in the studio with us this morning. We're going to be talking with something like Yesterday. Let's talk about the name of the band, first of all. It's an interesting name. What does it mean?
Well, we sit around and tossed around names forever, and of course every name in the book's taken. And,
sure.
And my drummer Tom here, his wife, said we sounded something like Yesterday, so we kind of adopted that name, and it's Sly for short, so we thought that was cool.
Oh, yeah, right, sure. Yeah.
And
makes for a good acronym.
We adopted that, and because, a couple of us, we kind of spanned 4 decades. So our lead guitarist, Ronnie, who couldn't make it, he's 52, I'm 42, Tom's in his 30s, Devin's in his 20s. So
oh, yeah, you do span a little.
We all come together to play music, and it's really fun, and so we just called it something like Yesterday.
How did you get involved in the Veterans Benefit Tour that's coming up tomorrow? Just by chance, huh?
There's a long and short of it, but
there's a long and short of it, but the short of it is we were originally scheduled to come up here under a different show, but Ken kind of grabbed it and took it over and said, "Hey, can you guys come up and still play for us?" And so we came up to play.
You happened to be available for it.
We did.
Well, and for us too, it's kind of important because Kelly, myself, and Ronnie are all vets. So,
oh, awesome! Very good. Well, thank you very much for your service.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we were talking with Wayward Strangers yesterday. Their lead singer is a veteran too. So,
nice.
Yeah, so this is a personal thing for a lot of the guys that are in this show tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this is a cause that means quite a lot to you. You can kind of relate to how these guys get neglected when they come back from their tours and stuff. And
oh, absolutely.
You can talk a little bit about that, what it means to you to help out these guys?
Well, I mean, we've all done it. I mean, we've been overseas and we've came back, and we've been through what it's like to, come back to family or not come back to family, and to have to deal with the day-to-day when your day-to-day has been nothing but keeping your head down.
Right.
And
transitioning back to that has got to be pretty difficult.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And so for us, I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, we went on the USO tour at Fort Carson this year. We donated time to that, and we've tried to give back because we were there. So, and we have a special understanding that a lot of people don't get because they haven't been there.
Sure, yeah. They may have a kind of a concept of, general what it might be like, but they really can't relate.
Right.
Yeah, so that's really cool. And what's nice about this event is that they had a sponsor step up, and ticket costs have been reduced to zero. So really no reason to not come out there and grab some tickets and have a good time and help support veterans. How would you suggest that people help out?
With veterans?
Yeah,
or?
Yeah. What would you like to see people do more of that they're not doing?
There's so many organizations. For me personally, I'm a disabled vet. I came back from my 3rd tour and I was done. I pretty much spent the rest of my time getting out. And I've talked to a lot of Vietnam veterans who are only now getting help.
Yeah.
And seeing the difference between, even me, who's really gotten a lot of the better way of getting out of the military and actually getting some help. And I look at the older guys that didn't get it up until recently, and
that's a long time to be. No kidding.
So
So what would you like to see people do to help kind of improve that?
Honestly, for me, my biggest thing is the VA needs a lot of help right now, and there is legislation and stuff like that. It's gotten better. It has, but it still has a long way to go. So for me, it's just talk to your local politicians, write them, tell them, hey, the VA still needs to get some help. Make sure they keep that on their radar then. Yeah, absolutely. Talk a bit about the music you guys do. What kind of stuff can we expect tomorrow?
Well, we've been striving to grab our own sound. I mean, country's been kind of a crossover genre now for a couple of years because of the direction it's headed. So you get a lot of people saying it's not country anymore. It's still country, but
everything evolves.
Everything evolves. Yeah. So we strove for our own sound, but we are pretty much a rock country, and we kind of threw back and grabbed a hold of what Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson did.
Oh, some outlaw kind of stuff.
And we wrote a gunfighter song. Nobody does that anymore.
Oh, cool.
So
you can do that tomorrow?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
We'll look forward to that.
Song by far.
For those of you watching the webcam, Devin, right?
Yes.
You have an interesting facial feature. You want to? Yeah, there you go. Shut it off. Totally. So you must do a little sports as well as play bass, huh?
A little bit. I play bass guitar, and I made the fantastic decision to tried to jump my mountain bike the other day.
Yeah.
That was brilliant until I landed on my face, and here I am, and now I just kind of look like a Walking Dead extra, and we're just gonna see where that takes me.
You look like you should be doing a little more heavy metal than maybe what you guys are normally doing. Get the look for it. You know, I guess look on the bright side. You didn't break your arm. Your nose broke the fall, right?
Exactly.
I love him though. He's been a trooper the whole time. We're like,
Yeah, he
oh
has.
man, this happened like right before we started to leave, and you're like, it'll be all right. Can you get here? And he's toughed it out the whole time.
Well, and it happened Monday.
Oh,
and
so-
I sent him a message. I just said, "You better be okay, or I'm gonna kill you."
I got a lot of
So
"Are
you-
you okay?" followed by "We may have to hurt you."
Because if you're not okay, yeah, you're going to really not be okay. Well, it's great that you were able to make it, and looks like you guys are ready for a fun show tomorrow. Where do you guys go from here then?
We'll go back to the Springs. We're actually gonna play another show on the 19th of August down in Colorado Springs at Rock's Bar and Grill down there, and
Okay.
it's another veterans benefit show.
Cool. Very
that's
cool.
been put together, and so we're gonna go down there and play that, and we're hoping to we dropped our album on June 10th called Hillbilly Logic,
Okay.
and we'll have copies of it with us for the show.
All right.
So anybody that likes us can check us out on social media, Facebook, that kind of stuff, and
The nose cam that we've got going
Yeah.
on over here.
ta-da. And I mean we're hoping to keep pushing, and we're looking at going into southern Missouri, northern Arkansas in September, hopefully, and
We're going to keep this show going for a while then.
Oh,
yeah.
Right on. Well, we wish you best of luck in your future travels and look forward to seeing you here tomorrow at the Trails End Concert Park. This lineup's coming together really nicely. A lot of these guys have personal interest in this cause, so hopefully we can bring some people out and help build that energy up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Something like yesterday, Trails End Concert Park tomorrow. Gates open at 4. Music starts at 6. Tickets are free. Stop by the Trails End Motel on North Main and get those tickets. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.